Hey everybody, Leslie here, and today I want to show you the proof that you can reverse gray hair. So there it is. Now, why am I showing you this? Why am I going to go into this today? It's because since November of 2019, all the newspapers around the world have been talking about a Harvard med school study published in the journal Nature, which says two things. Number one, that stress causes gray hair. And I think any of us over the age of 50, 60, 70, or 80, we know that's true. We've seen it happen to friends, family, and colleagues. But number two, that it's not reversible. And that was quite intriguing to me, and I wanted to see if that was indeed the case. So before I get to the proof that it is indeed reversible, let's delve more deeply into the Harvard Med School study. So this is a really helpful graphic from that study, and it shows the nerves that connect to every single hair follicle in our head. So any of you who have ever had that, you've been afraid of something, you felt the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, that is because we do indeed have nerves that run to every single hair. As you can see from the graphic, it says that when the fight, flight, or freeze response is activated, norepinephrine is released, and it activates stem cells in the hair follicle where melanocytes, a finite reservoir of melanocytes that pigment our hair, reside. And what they say is that if you overactivate this pathway, if you basically overstimulate this with too much stress, you sort of burn it out and you use up that reservoir of melanocytes that creates melanin that pigments your hair. Okay, so this is not too different. The idea that the fight, flight, freeze response triggers norepinephrine to be produced, that's not, that is exactly the same as an earlier study which said that, that norepinephrine is activated by stress and then is turned into adrenaline so that we can either fight the danger or run away from it. And what happens afterwards is that we've got to get rid of the adrenaline after the danger is over, and we do that by using enzymes like catalase or glutathione to neutralize the hydrogen peroxide and turn it into water, which is then excreted from the body. That's all fine when you're young. But that earlier study says that when we get older and our glutathione and our catalase levels go like this, we can no longer neutralize the hydrogen peroxide, and that's why our hair goes gray from the inside out. It is literally bleached from the inside out. Okay. Whichever of these two studies and their theory about how hair goes gray is right, the question still remains, is it possible to reverse gray hair? The Harvard study says, no, it's not. But because as a patient, I've been told many times that there are many things my body can't do, and I've proven that to be wrong, I thought I would just take a look at this, and I discovered a November 2017 publication in the Journal of the American Medical Association, which showed 52 men undergoing a novel immunotherapy treatment in Spain for lung cancer actually ended up with some pretty startling results. So 27% of the patients not only had their lung cancer cured, but they left the study with hair colored the original color. And what I think is happening here is the immunotherapy is having a whole body systemic rejuvenating effect. Now, it didn't happen in all the men, but 27% is statistically significant. And I think it's pretty astonishing. They clearly look younger, they look healthier, And these are the types of interventions that I like. I'm not saying go out and try immunotherapy. If you don't have lung cancer, that immunotherapy would be toxic to you. However, there are other systemic interventions that you can do. For example, and I've talked about these in my other videos, you can try glutathione, supplementing with liposomal glutathione. One of you in the comments section of another video reminded me of the fact that N-acetylcysteine is a precursor to glutathione. So NAC or NAC is another supplement that you could try using. You can use B-complex vitamins, in particular vitamin B5. Pantothenic acid is very good at reversing gray hair, but B-complex is terrific if you are undergoing stress. It just helps you overall. If your iron levels are low, something like molasses or Floradix would be good, not just for reversing gray hair, but systemically, in that case, for your blood. So all of these things have systemic properties that actually help rejuvenate the body from the inside out. They help you at the cellular level, they strengthen your organs, and these are the kinds of interventions I like. Anyway, now you know, if any of your friends say, hey, I saw a Harvard study, and Harvard's never wrong, I saw a Harvard study that says it's not possible to reverse gray hair, you know what to show them. If you've got any comments or questions, leave them below. I read every single one. If you like this video and want to see others like it, please click subscribe.